interested in what I listen to because I love making recommendations. This year I spent about 70,000 minutes listening to music, which I feel like is pretty great. I'm not great. It's not like there's good or bad amounts of time to be listening to music, but I do feel like that's above average. I know that there's people that get over 100,000 minutes in, and that's just insane to me. Because I feel like there's never a moment where I don't have something playing, so I don't even know how that happens for other people. But I'm going to be giving recommendations. I'm going to be sharing my results in descending order. So my number 10 down to my number 1. And I want you guys to leave me recommendations too. There was somebody last year who said that I should check out an artist by the name of No Stylist, in all caps, no spaces. And I really, really liked the song that they recommended to me, and I kind of dove headfirst into that artist's music. Really enjoyed it. And it was all thanks to a recommendation that somebody left behind. So please, I want you to leave me a recommendation. Maybe leave your number 1 song of the year down in the comments. I will check it out. But I will warn you, if you are not a country music fan, there are a lot of country music influences in my 2023 results. But listen, here's the thing. We're gonna work on something today. We're gonna work on removing our biases, okay? We're gonna open up our mind to new possibilities. I know that there are a lot of people that they don't like country music. They say that it's repetitive, it's predictable. The common tropes of, beer and trucks and tractors, And yes, that is very common in country music. But I want to say there are a lot of subgenres where it is beautiful. There's a lot of storytelling. There's a lot more depth. You've probably heard like bro country on the radio, and that tarnished your liking towards country music. I want to introduce you to a few new country artists, and I want you to try it again. I do want you to try it again. And you don't have to listen to the entire song if it's absolute torture. But maybe put in your headphones, throw on one of these ones that I recommend for you, and just really do some self-reflection. Because I promise you there's a lot of depth and a lot of beauty within these songs that gets overlooked. Anyways, that's enough of my rant. Let's just get this thing started. Thanks for being here. I appreciate your interest in these style of videos. So, my number 10 song of the year is one called Humming by Turnover. Humming by Turnover. This is a very gentle, soft, synth, introspective rock song. Very catchy. I don't think that I could tell you what any of the lyrics say, because it's a song that you listen to because of how it sounds, not particularly because of what the lyrics are saying. But at the same time, there is something very powerful in this song about the chorus. I listened to this song quite a few times when I was going through a breakup, and I don't know what it was about it, but it's just a song that invokes a healing aura, and it's just so nice, so pleasant to listen to, very gentle. It's one that I picture listening to as you're driving home late at night and it starts to rain, and it's just you in the road and your windshield wipers going back and forth, and you're just reflecting. It's a very reflective song. I love it. Great band, great song. I think that you should check this one out for sure. There have been a lot of people I've recommended it to, and they've enjoyed it a lot. So that was my number 10 song. My number 9 song is one of those country songs that I absolutely want you to dances quite as much as I have to this old release of his. Shake the Frost is a live performance. Actually, this wasn't recorded in a studio. He performed this live, and it is beautiful. The instrumentation is just amazing. It's acoustic, and it is a very metaphorically driven song. But he's got a very gruff voice, but yet at the same time smooth. And he has a way with words that really paints a vivid image in your mind. This is one that I would throw on repeat, and I honestly could listen to it for about an hour. And it just did not get old for me. I love this song. I don't know. I have a soft spot in my heart for like acoustic ballads or acoustic love songs, and this one just was perfect. It totally met my needs. So check this one out. I do think that this is one that everyone will appreciate, whether you like country music or dislike country music. And it's amazing how good it sounds as a live performance. So check that one out for sure. Next song, this is number 8. As Handle on You. Handle on You by Parker McCollum. Parker McCollum. Handle on You. This is a very upbeat, little bit more simple country song. It's talking about drinking to get over an ex, or trying to cope with life without them. So it does fall within the typical tropes of country music, but at the same time it's a very pleasant and catchy song. It's got a quicker tempo, maybe not quicker tempo, but it has a very strong downbeat, and it's one that you kind of bob your head to. But it's very pleasant. One of my favorite lines from this song, it says, what does it say? I told myself that I should quit, but I don't listen to drunks, or something to that effect. And I thought that was very clever, very funny. Just because the story is that this guy is drinking his pain away, but it also is not like typical. It doesn't sound sad. It's upbeat. I really thought this one was catchy. I think that you will like it. Check it out. The next one, it gets a little bit basic. Okay, I'm a big Charlie Puth guy, okay? I love Charlie Puth. He's just the guy who knows how to get the most catchy hook, and he knows how to write the most catchy instrumentals. And so this number 7 song is called That's Not How This Works, and it is featuring Dan and Shay. Very good song. It's talking about a guy in a relationship that ends, and then the girl expects him to be the way that they were while they were together. And he's explaining to her that that's not how this works. She's not letting him heal. She's not letting him get away from the relationship. She wants to have her cake and eat it too. And I just, I like the theme. I like the harmony. There is a version with Sabrina Carpenter and Dan and Shay and Charlie Puth. And personally, I just think that's too many people for one song, and it just sounds overcrowded. But the one with Charlie Puth and Dan and Shay, I think it's very well done. It's a very catchy song, and it's hard to not sing along with it as it's playing. Really like it. Check it out. My number 6 song. If you do like country music, and you like the more, the more maybe bro country, or just traditional and, basic country music, maybe you'll like this one, but I don't know what it was about this song. It's called Cold Beer Calling My Name, and it's by Jameson, Rodgers, maybe I won't recommend this one to you if you're not like a big country person. Number 5 is a Morgan Wallen song. Okay, Morgan Wallen is probably among the best artists of my lifetime. This one is a little bit lesser known. It's called I Deserve a Drink. I Deserve a Drink. I think that this one got played a lot while I was going through a breakup as well. Maybe there's a theme. Maybe most of my songs of this year have something to do with going through a painful breakup. But this one is just talking about how, with everything that life has thrown at him, he deserves a drink. And sometimes that's just how you feel. You know, it's like everything else is just crumbling, everything's falling apart, but at the very least, I can do this to help cope with the situation around me. So, definitely not the most healthy way to resolve problems, but I really feel emotion when I listen to this song. I love when he's done with the chorus, he does like a little trill with his vocals, and I don't know what it is about it, but whenever I hear that trill with his vocals, it's when he's singing, but tonight I deserve a drink. It's just so catchy. It's just one of those note combinations that I can't get out of my head. So I really like it. I love his voice. I love the mixing of this song. The steel guitar is beautiful. But really great song if you're a country person, or if you like Morgan Wallen, you need to listen to that one. The next one is another Morgan Wallen song. I guess technically he features in it, but my number 4 is called Red. Red by Morgan Wallen and Hardy. Hardy is one of my favorite artists of all time. I love rock music, and I love country music, and he is a mixture of both of those things. But this song is really good. I love how clever he is with his lyrics. Most of the time you can tell it's a Hardy song because he'll take something simple, like the color red, for example, and then he will write a song that has the element red in almost all the lyrics, and it fits perfectly. Like he just takes one element, personifies it, or he presents it in so many different ways. It's just really clever. Like red dirt, rednecks, you know, red, white, and blue. And I know that sounds obvious, or trope-like, but his songs are great. I love the lyrics of his songs. I think they're very well written, and it's just a great song, great country song. My number 3 song is funny. One of my favorite artists, his name is Bilmuri. And I love Bilmuri, but it's always really hard recommending his music to other people because he names the titles of his songs like the most ridiculous things. So, my number 3 song is called Lift Heavy Stone, Make Sad Head Voice Quiet. So that's my number 3 song. And I know it sounds ridiculous. It makes me laugh because his songs are not comedic. They're not funny. Just the song titles. In fact, I'd say his lyrics are usually very deep. Usually very emotional. This song in particular. It's a really awesome, I'd say it's more of like a punk rock, post-hardcore song. It's heavier for sure, but it's got a very catchy synth introduction, and his tone on his guitars is just very bright, but while at the same time having the just perfect amount of grunge. But this is a good one. It's talking about doing everything that he can to make sure this girl is aware that she is worthy to be in a relationship. You know, because it's sometimes tough. People will go through moments where they feel broken, and this is a song where he's trying to help this person feel worthy. And like I said, the name is really funny, but the song is very deep, and it's just difficult. You know, if you've been in a relationship with another person where, I don't know, they have a hard time understanding their value or their self-worth, and you want to reassure them, and it's just hard to do that because they're so convinced that they don't have worth. It's a song from that perspective. And so anyways, really, really good song. The ending is funny because it has the flute from SpongeBob SquarePants. And it's just buried in the outro. It's very subtle, but you can hear it. And it's a really fun song to scream in the car. It's one that I love to turn up loud. I love how the guitars sound. And it's just great. I love it. My number 2 song of the year is an older Morgan Wallen song called Dangerous. It's actually the title track of his Dangerous album, but it's one that I feel like a lot of people don't listen to very often or aren't aware of, which is funny because it's literally the title track. But I think that I love, what do I love most about this? It's just so great. I love the rhythm. It's more upbeat. It's a quicker song. And I feel like when he's singing the verse, there's like a pocket, and a quicker rhythm that he has to be able to fill his lyrics in. And usually that's not how country music goes. It's usually slower and more, I don't know, paced. But in this one, he's kind of, you know, just letting it all out quickly. And then he gets to the chorus and explains, it's kind of, what is it, a domino effect song. If I do this, then this will happen, and this will happen, and this will happen, and this will happen, and that would be dangerous. And so, I don't know, I just think it's a good song. It's talking about avoiding a girl and avoiding town, avoiding alcohol. It's a good song. He's got amazing vocals. I think that even if you don't like his music, you have to acknowledge he just has a really, really unique voice. And it's just always in perfect pitch. It's always in perfect pitch, even his live performances. So I really liked this one. My last song that I'm going to ramble about. This is my top song of the year. And it's another one that the artist, he just kind of screwed me over because I have to tell everyone that my top song of the year was a song called Bruh.mp4. Bruh.mp4, and it is by Bilmuri. I don't even know how to express how much I love this song. It's beautiful. It's one that I feel like anytime I get in a car and I have aux, I have to plug it in immediately because it's one that I love to sing. It's heavier, it's quicker, it's loud. I don't hear a lot of really good rock music these days. I think that kind of died out in the early 2000s, late 90s. You really don't hear a lot of good rock music, and this is a little bit more post-hardcore, metal. Not particularly metal, I'd say it's more like pop metal, punk rock. But you don't hear a lot of good rock music these days. But Bilmuri is the exception to that. And this song is just absolutely fantastic. I love to scream it. It's amazing in the car. I turn it up full blast and annoy the heck out of everybody in the car with me. But it's just one that I love. So anyways, those are my recommendations to you this year. Those are my Spotify Wrapped results. If any of these sounded intriguing or like anything you would actually want to listen to. I really recommend you check it out. They've been great songs for this year, and they've gotten me through tough times. They've heightened the good times, and I love making recommendations, so please leave some for me. But that's going to be it for this video today. Thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate